everybody, welcome back. Alan, Dean Baby, and you're at TrueAiki.com. Once again, let's go over the Tandokudosa that we've done so far. There's 0, which is sitting as a tetrahedron. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on that you can't see with Tandokudosa 0. Tandokudosa number 1, these are opening, this is opening, these are opening, okay? Okay, Tandokudosa 2. I'm going to start with Tandokudosa 1, and then my left leg is going to come forward. Okay, this is turning this way, this is turning this way, this is turning this way, and I'm okay. A note on that one, if there's a line going between my legs where my toes cross in the back, so it makes this diamond shape, that's where I'm going to end up. That foot ends up on that line, and then I come back. Because this knee stays put, I naturally shift slightly. Okay? Alright, Tandokudosa number 3. I'm going to do Tandokudosa number 1. I'm going to do Tandokudosa number 2. And then I'm going to begin Tandokudosa number 3. 1 is this opening up, okay? 2 is the horizontal turning while it's opening up. 3 is going to be more of the same. So open and a horizontal turn, and then from here, people have a tendency to drop their weight over the lead leg and then raise themselves up. Well, our resistance is up and down, so we don't want to, go against up or down. So what we do is we come at it orthogonally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to express my force circular in a horizontal circular. So actually what I'm going to do is this wants to come this way. Okay, and I'm going to let it, and when I let it, I have to, there's nothing back here so much to hold me, and I have to trust that. I have to let that force just go there, and then as this opens up, I will spiral upwards. Okay, we come back to this V. We come straight down, and then these are going to open simultaneously. Open, I just kind of go thud, thud, and then down. All right? This foot is going to go on that center line, okay? And then I'm expressing, this is going to open, and I'm expressing force this way. Okay, to get up, okay, as opposed to up and down, all right, and back, and down, all right, so, here we go. Okay, what you don't want to do is go like this. I come up. Oh, I'll just do one before I screw everything up. I lean forward. I take my back leg. I swing it around to the front. I catch myself. I straighten up. I lean over and rock and push myself up on that leg and then come back. So it comes and settles down. All the completely wrong. So this one, it's as if I'm falling forward. I'm falling forward and this comes forward. I'm falling backwards and I come forward. Okay? That's where you know you have Aiki. Aiki is almost always the opposite of what you would think. You do almost the opposite of what you'd be naturally inclined to do. So here it's as if I'm falling forward. Okay? And I end up going up. It's as if I'm falling backwards horizontally, okay? And I end up coming up. Okay? You don't want to go like that. You just want to come up to where you need to be. And then here. And when you go down, you don't want to slam the ground. Just settle down on the ground. Okay? That is Tandokudosa number 3. The best I can do it today. Not my best, but the best I can do it today. Alright. For all of these things, remember I talked about the turning of the arm, and then you want to get a little bit more, and how, like for me, I can go this far and I can go this far. You can see my back, okay? It's flat back here. Okay, I can go this far and I can go this far. Okay, that's about it. Unless I want to start letting something go. Alright? When you have limitations, when you want to move, for example, on an earlier post, I suggested doing this, where you're sitting in Seiza and you're turning from here. Turning from here as far as you can go. Turning from here as far as you can go. Okay? Oh, what do I have? Gee, I don't know. Maybe an inch off of maybe more than that. But not much, okay? What I encourage you to do is take that, okay, and enjoy the fact that you got 1 true inch. I got 1 true inch, okay? And then you keep plugging away at it until you can get a little bit more. You will make progress that way. If you go, oh, look at me, I can turn all the way over to here. Oh, look at me, I can turn all the way over to here. And it's false, it's not real. You know, when you turn, it's not all the tissue that is turning, okay? You will not progress. You'll not progress because, and you won't even know how you're progressing because you began by lying to yourself. So be honest with yourself and then be easy with yourself when you find out what your limitations are. At least you're dealing in reality. You could pat yourself on the back for being brave enough to deal with reality. And then as you make incremental improvements, it's a wonderful thing because you're making real progress as opposed to this fallacious, imaginary thing that you've created for yourself. So these are difficult exercises, and simple in concept, difficult to perform. But be strict with yourself, all right? And I encourage you to be strict if you work in an environment with other people. Don't have a hierarchy. Hierarchies tend to suck because life is fluid. People have good days and they have bad days. Some people have good ideas and they don't have good ideas. And it really, if you have a hierarchy, then the person at the top is always the person you listen to, whether they're good ideas or bad ideas. That's not good, right? Plus, if you have a hierarchy, then it becomes the person on the top responsibility for your progress, which almost assures that you'll never make any progress. You have to be in charge of you, and it's a very difficult thing to do. Okay? If you want good training, then you need good training partners, and in order to have good training partners, you need to be able to be very honest and open with each other, and that means there has to be a level of dispassion, because you need to be able to share the truth, even if the truth is hard sometimes, and it often is. But also compassion, understanding that sometimes the truth sucks, and that's true for everybody. And so you can have dispassion as far as the clarity of observation, but compassion as far as encouraging each other to overcome the obstacle of your ego and expectation, and strive forward despite your judgment of yourself, of whether you're you ought to be able to do better or not. Okay. Well, anyway, that's the tirade for today. That's the Tandokudosa for today, and I'll talk to you again a little bit later. Thanks. Bye.